On the drive here on option number 1, now we're gonna have fun. We're gonna YOLO it, because I mean the decision we have to make here is either to lay up or we're gonna have to go for it. And I do believe that going for it is the plan here, because then we can, if we execute properly and get some luck, get to Endbringer or to Short Iron, which is happen more frequently than I would have hoped, than what I thought from the beginning. So we stretch out to max red ring by the sand with a pock 8 standard overlap with other clubs. We do push up a specific amount of rings. In this instance, I push up 14 rings. Max topspin, all the boost, half a ball of left curl, and try to hit perfect. Even if you hit great, you will still be fine in terms of saving the birdie, because this is a long par 4. Best of the worlds, we are rolling out on the fairway, which is the most likely outcome, especially with a perfect ball. A great right can either stay on the fairway or it rolls into the rough or into the sand to the right. A great left either rolls through the rough or it stay in the rough. And no matter what outcome, the worst case scenario, you do have a rough iron or a sand wedge towards the pin. And it's a more or less straight tailwind. Best case scenario, you do have a wedge or you do have a short iron rings from min. But we do recommend to play this shot only for a pock 6 and a pock 7. A pock 5 does not have topspin boost enough. Therefore, obviously look at other options in the guide eventually. If you do go to short iron, which honestly in my opinion is my preferred way of going, because then it's gonna be less than 10 rings to pull, it's gonna be a rings from min. What I recommend is to push up 7 rings or more with a thorn. And the reason I want to suggest that is because even if we then have 19 miles per hour and push up 10 rings, it's just gonna be 6.8 rings to pull, so that gives us room. And we will not pull into min club. So 7 rings minimum is what we need to push up with our thorn to avoid pulling down into min club, regardless what wind strength you have. Because if you're counting the rings I'm doing here, I'm doing 6 rings, which in the end would have been a little bit dangerous if we would be having the highest possible winds. But rings from min plus 10% elevation, P4 numbers with a thorn. Check out the video for wedge that you can find in Telegram and also in the guide if you happen to go long enough for that. Get our guide on patreon.com/golfclashtommy.